So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create here quickly. Let's say I create here table visual, something, let's say this is the one. And then I create one more, which is a graphical view. Now you can have as many as you want, but I'll just take two, just to give you the clarity how these things work. Okay, so let's say this is how it is. Now what we want to do is, you want to create some buttons, which if you click on the graph button, you should see only the graph. If you click on the this table button, then you should see only the table. So it means that I can have 4 tables of different category, and I can have different 4 visuals, isn't it? So the plan is, let's first of all create this rectangle here. This is what I keep this here in this way. Okay, then I create 2 buttons, basically shapes, oval shape, let's say. Something like this. Like this. I'll change the color. And I'll give, let's say, maybe this color. Okay, so I'll change this also. I mean, see the formatting part, you can see. I copy this and I paste this here. So the plan is, we'll go and keep these buttons here like this. And this is a button. I can have a bit of transparency, but right now let's not do that. Okay, so maybe order, let's say. Let me do this quickly. Okay, 2. Yeah, so I'll check this the option where I can go and write in the text. This is basically, let's say I'll write show graphs. Show graphs. You can use this concept anywhere. Okay. Okay. Fine. Then let me just format this. Now let's go here. This is for show tables. Okay. So I go in the text. Tables. Or table, whatever. Okay. This is how it is. Fine. Now the thing is, I want to click here. So the moment I click here, I want only the graph or the lot of graphs, whatever they are, that you can control. So this window, this button then should hide, and this should be visible, so that people, if they go and click on this, they can see this. And if they go and click on this, then the table visual should come. As many visuals, any visual. Okay. Just for understanding, I want to clear one point. So I'm inserting one more shape, something like this, which has nothing to do with this, but I'll explain you. So this visual, I'm keeping this here. So right now we have to work only on this visual and this visual, correct? This is what we want. How we can do that? For this, you have to go and click on the bookmarks, this, and selection, this. If you uncheck this, gone. Even the filters you can remove. Okay, but generally we keep the filters. Bookmark and selection. This is how it is. Whatever you select here and you say bookmark, I want to just go and whatever I have selected here, I mean whatever I have said that it should be visible or invisible, that should go in that bookmark, everything will be recorded. It's like a, you can say, macro program that will record your steps. First of all, we'll add 2 bookmarks. You see, add. First bookmark name, give some good name. So let's say I give it a name called show graphs. This I leave it to you. You have to decide. Show tables. Only you can see these. I mean, viewer will never come here. Show tables. So there are 2 bookmarks we have created. Make sense? Fine. And these are the shapes. Every shape has a name. You know that. In Excel, in VBA, everywhere, every object has a name. So if you select this has selected this shape. If you select this, you see shapes are selected. In fact, you can select from here also. Do you know this option is available in Microsoft also? Insert shapes and selection. People don't know it. It's there. Excel is very powerful. Now, for me, these shapes does not, I mean, it's very confusing which shape is for which product, for which actually this the visual. So what we will do, we will change this. This is something I will never actually touch this part, so I'll keep this as shape. Why I've created it, I'll tell you. This is for my show table. So double click here, right click also you can do. This is button. I'm going to keep all the buttons with the BTN. This helps me, you know, I can track them immediately. So BTN, show tables. Show tables. So BTN means it's a button that I want to treat this as a button, and this is a show table. Okay. And this is same BTN, show graphs. Okay. What else? Then you have the shape. You see this black shape. This again, I'll name this as shape only. I'll say box. That's it. This again, this is my graph. So I'm going to give this a name called graph visual. If I have more visuals like this, I can give them name like visual 1, visual 2, or you can maybe say, you know, sales graph, target graph, agents graph, whatever. Okay. Right now, I will just, because I have to explain you. So I'm just keeping this simple. So this is my graph underscore table. Now I know that what I have to do. Okay. Now see, when you click on the bookmark this dot, this is very important. Whatever changes we will do, we will simply say update. You don't have to do anything. You want to delete? Yes, you can. You want to rename? Yes, you can. You want to group them? I have not used the group, but the point is if you have a lot of groups, you have a lot of bookmarks, and I want to put them under group, you can group also them. Okay, it's the same that group which we have in the pivots. Just focus on these options: data, display, current, and all visual, and selected visual. Okay, see, the point is that if you just use the all visual, nothing wrong in that. But the point is then, whatever the steps you will do, that will be applied to all the visuals. Now I have just actually have here one visual. You may have more, like, so let's say some graph also, who knows, let's say this one. I'm just using this one. So there's a card visual also, right? So the thing is, if you go and say that I don't want to use the selected visual, I want to use by default one. So it means that you will just whatever the, you know, the visual you will hide or unhide, it will be applied to all the visuals. I may not go and do anything on this, but still it will be a part of it. So you have to decide. Okay, I'll just explain you this one. You will understand the other one automatically. I'm saying no. Only the visuals that I select, bookmark should record their steps only. So click on this selected visual. Okay, I always use selected one. Recheck. You see, you're on the selected one, and here also you're on the selected one. You see that, right? Now it means now you have to go and record the steps. How are we going to do that? See this now. First thing, very important, because you said you will apply this only on the selected ones. So first I can say shift key and I click here and you see, okay, first let me select this shift key and I click here. See, all are selected. This is another way of doing it. And then you can use the uncheck the card and the shape by using the control key, same as we do in Excel. So this is one of the things, right? Or maybe randomly, if you want to select this control key, you can press control key, control key, control key. The idea is you have to select the right visuals. Okay, because we said selected visual. Now in this particular thing, what we want to hide and what we don't want to hide. It is a show graph. Show graph means when I click on this, this should disappear. So where is our show graph? I'm just going to click on this. Okay, click on this. And then the graph should come and table should unhide. You see that? That's it. That's it. But when you're clicking on this, see, they are unselected. Make sure we again go and click on this to make sure that they are all selected. This is the most important thing. I had a tough time when I was learning this long time back because I was selecting them, and then while while clicking here, whether to show or not, this gets unhighlighted, unselected, and then I was going here and updating and nothing was happening. So at the end of the day, make sure whatever you have decided, if they are supposed to be visible or not, make sure they are still selected. Okay, now we will go and say update. Once you update it, all these steps are recorded. Now let's go and do this for the tables. Now for the tables again, I've already got all the right ones selected. So I will quickly go and say, this time it has to be show table, means that this has to go off and this has to come, right? And graph also, sorry, graph, this has to go, and this has to come, correct? Yes, fine. Okay, now make sure we select them again. It can be a better way of doing this, I don't know, but this is how I do it. Some of my selection got unselected, no problem, I can select this as long as my steps are okay. I don't have any problem. Okay, 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 okay. You see, right? So now let's go and say update all these selected visuals. So this way I have a control. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to involve the others basically the visuals. If I select all, which is by default, it means everything, whatever their state is, visible or invisible, that will record in this step. So that's why I said, no, I will choose my own selected visuals. Okay, so update them. And now we can see, you see that this is working. Wow. You see, this is working, but this is a bookmark. What we will do, you remember that? Let's go here, because user will not come here. Select this button, go in the action. This is what we have done that day, right? Bookmark, somehow it was left. Otherwise, I could have done that. Planning was to do this. So you see, now you will see the bookmarks. So this is for graphs. Yes. Now let's click on this to have that value again. By chance, if you want everything back, no problem. Just say that show. Don't worry. Say show. You see, everything is showed. Right? Till the time you will not update this, nothing will happen. So let's click here. Let's go in the action of this format. Choose the right one. And now we can have tables. Everything is done, I guess. Now we can go and do the testing. So let's click here. Control click you have to do. Otherwise, you can change this control click to any message. You know there is a tooltip option there. Click here. You see that? Click here. You see that, right? Obviously, this looks very right now not properly aligned. So I'm going to keep this exactly at the same place. Now let's see. Okay, you see that? Of course, in the real world, when this goes with all the formatting and everything, this will look superb. You see that? So it means that I can have a lot of formattings. I can have table visuals. I can put them under one thing and others under one thing, or maybe, as I said, that top and the bottom also, you remember we created. You can also create that sort of this, that once I click on this, the top and the bottoms, they should come like this. Okay, this is how it is. Now, one more example I want to give you. So see now, navigation pane also you can design. A lot of people do that. Suppose I create here 2 slices. Let me be quick. Suppose one slicer is, so let's pick this slicer from the calendar, calendar date. And so I change this to this one, tiles. Okay, and just put this here. Okay, like this. So I'm just keeping one slicer here. Okay. All right. Now we just go and say that. All right. So I'm going to create some button here, blank. This is the one I want to create. And I say text, show the navigation pane. Show navigation pane or whatever. And coloring you can later do. for hovering also. And the second one I want to create for unhide, show pane and hide pane. So I will write hide pane, navigation pane, and this is show pane. All right. Okay, this is how it is. We will format everything later. So let's say this is how it is. Now let's open this bookmarks. They're already there. Okay, so you see now, see this page shapes. So this is the hide pane. Let's click here, button, hide pane. This is button, show pane, and this is my slicer. So I think I have only one slicer, so I'm okay with this. Let's add the bookmark, show navigation, pane, one more, hide navigation. Okay, fine, now we're done. Now, as I said that I have this habit, selected visual. First, I'll just make sure this should be only my selection, though you can use all also this time because we have only 3 visuals, isn't it? So that is the first thing. But anyways, so now I go here, I select first of all control. So what we want, if this bookmark we are recording, show navigation pane, it means that first let me select this again. Yes, so first of all the slicer should be there. Yes, show navigation, this show pane, this should be invisible, and that's it. Yes, and I again reselect this to make sure it is selected, and I go and say update. I come to this. What I do is now instead of this should be done, and also the slicer. Let's click here again, and let's say hide the navigation, update this. Okay, can we see this? Look at this now. Yes, right. You can even bring the images from outside, like show slicer, hide slicer. Some images you can put, and you can put them in this selection. So images will also pop up accordingly, right? Anyways, so this is done. Now, see, it's working. Anytime I can say show also, the things will come. But no problem. I'll first select this, and so I'll go in the format action. So this should pick the bookmark, show graph. No, sorry, show navigation. Okay. Okay. Now I again click on this. I select this action, and then bookmark, and then hide. Okay, I think we are done with this. So I'll click here, and you see, we can see this. Now what I'm going to do, just going to put this here, right here, and let's quickly do one thing. Let's just use the visuals, this one, and maybe this one. Okay, so I'll say it's done, and I go here, I say the target, so I put the target here. Sorry, I'll put something else also here, employee name with the target. So basically my point is, let's see this. I mean, with some formatting, this is gonna change the entire game for you. So dates and say it's done also, I want to put. So we have this, we have some, let's say copy. I'm gonna put this here. So we have some parts over here, and let's say it's done month on month. Now, okay, so Yes, like this. Okay, that's it. Let's just, we are fine with this. And so month is this, and sum of sales done. Let's say again the month, sales done, and the target. Okay, anyways, so we have actually got here some visuals, and now let's see how. So let's keep this in this way. Okay, so yes, now I'm going to simply select this. I can use a month, in fact, I should say, isn't it? Instead of the date. Yes. So let's quickly format this, the value section. Let's have this. And the bordering is all there. First of all, I'll hit the background part. So I'm going to make this black, font, white, borders, just use one, the bottom one, with some font like maybe this one, some width like this. Okay, all right. So and in the background, borders, we need it or not? I'm not sure, but let's use the same format. Yes, this is what I want. So this is the first thing. And now let's quickly create the shape. Okay, so the shape, we'll just put this in the background. As you know, we have done this before. And format section, send backward. And the color has to be obviously different. So we can use sort of this color, let's say. For the border, I'll use, so let's say I'll use this border white with some width like this. Okay, so my navigation is ready. And this also, just going to put it here. We can change, I mean, this, the button also. If I just see if I can do the formatting to this. Anyways, it's fine. We can have a hide pane, image pane also, you know. So this is, see, this is how it's gonna work. And let's just put this right over here. Down arrow, down arrow. Okay. All right. And the last thing that I want to do is quickly is just go to this simple formatting effects in the border. I'll just go and give the borders black, something like this. Okay, so this, 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 this. All right. Sometimes bordering can also do a great job. So Control C, Control V, one more. Let's say I'm going to put this here. Obviously, you will take care of all the distances, you know, so that I leave it to you. You can select all of them and then align the, go in the line section. Now let's go to the format section and I'll say align, center, middle, bottom, you know, all that stuff. So let's say middle. Maybe it's a center actually. Oh, no, sorry. It's just align, distribute horizontally, distribute vertically. Yes. Okay, fine. So we have got them here, and I should keep some distance. Okay, fine. So this also, taking care of every like the width and all that stuff. And so now we have this pane. I need to put this here. Control click, and you can see the navigation. Okay, I mean this way. So let's say we have more navigations. So let's say you decided, okay, I want to have 2 navigations, isn't it? Can you edit that? The last thing. Yes, you can edit that as well. So suppose I create one more navigation here, or anything. Let's say we use go with the okay. So let's go with the employee name, for example, slicer, and I format this. Sorry. Yes. So let's quickly do this, the value section. The background should be black, and I want to keep the padding this font size, any color you can choose. Okay, I'm just choosing this one. Now this also I want to apply. So how will you do this? It's very simple again. Just going to keep this here. Please put all those, the things like height and width, everything. This is your job, you have to do it. So let's say we have this here and one thing is here. So now what we will do, we will just go in the selection part of this and the bookmarks. We can edit this, no problem. See, all the options are coming. So we will work with only the selected ones. So I click here and see which one is it. This is the one, right? So this is the slicer that is new. So I'm just going to give it a name called slicer names, employees, employee. Okay. So this is already a slicer. We have not named this anything. That's fine. Now the thing is, if I go here, if I go in the navigation pane or here, I first have to make sure that I should be in the right one. So show navigation pane. So this is the new one, right, for us. So first of all, what I will do, I will select the ones that I need. Now, please understand, these are the other ones, these ones, right? We don't need to select them because we are just dealing with the navigation. So let's select this one, this one, this one, and this one, I guess, right? Rest all these 5 are cards, and one more. What is this slicer? So which one is this? Okay, this one is okay. This is something new. Just deselect, use the control key. Yeah. Now once this is done, I will just go and say, so show navigation pane. So just use this pane already visible. Just going to say update, right? And then I go here and I say this time you just go off. Once again, I select this, make sure before we update it, update. Now we can see that or not. Okay. So we can edit this way. And all right. So this is something. Okay, this is another visual that we created. Leave this and just leave this. Okay, so let's click here. You see that? And this way. Okay, so put some images, do some more work on that. Okay, sorry, this is a background. On the background and everything, so the things will look great. And yeah, so that's it. Let's give the same color to the slices. The things will be fine. And the same font as well. Right now, if I try to format this, yeah, this way. Okay, see that. In fact, you can also see the page is there. Sorry, so don't worry. That button just was because of that resizing. It was not showing. Okay, so these are your bookmarks. If you want, you can also get this entire navigation pane also away. You can just hide this in this show pane and what do you call that, the hide pane. Okay, I mean this way. And if we put some icon over here, that will also look great. And we can then, kind of sort of put this in this way and then have the another icon over there. So these are your bookmarks. Through bookmarks, you can do a lot of such things, amazing things. Okay. Fine then, guys. Training is done. Training is over now. You can always reach out to me. Anything you know, please share this with me. We'll delete the WhatsApp group. Don't mind it, because it was a temporary one. I can invite you in my other data analytics family group. Just let me know if you're interested. Some of you are there already. And any questions, anything you troubling you, knowledge sharing is knowledge gaining. So I also love to hear from you. Okay. So now just it's all your hard work, how much you actually get into this Power BI, how much you take the knowledge from internet, from maybe YouTube, or maybe from your colleagues, I don't know, from books. Your concepts now, fundamentals are very strong. You will not need any other future. I don't think so. You will need any trainer. Okay, be it any new DAX or any new feature, any new visual comes, you will be on the self mode, auto care. Okay then. Okay. Good luck to everyone. Thank you.